If you were in that room, what would you do about this Mozzie Smith playing time situation? Because from a distance, I look at it, and if I'm trying to win, 1 year deal for my coach, my head coach, 1 year deal for the defensive coordinator, 1 year deal with the quarterback. I don't really have time to say, well, you know what? Let's just throw the second year guy out there and just live with his downside, and it might cost us something. As opposed to Linval Joseph knows what he's doing. Jordan Phillips knows what he's doing. What would you do? Are you starting Mozzie? Are you playing him a lot? Or are you letting these veterans get the go and he kind of comes in as the role guy?
I think he comes in as the role guy. And I think that's why that Mike Zimmer, by the way, Will, I don't think they're done at defensive tackle, adding guys. I don't. And that's the impression I got leaving camp. And so, that's kind of where I'm at with that. But I'm looking at this and saying, with Mozzie, I've bought myself the ability. It's just like having Hankins, right? I knew that my net was Hankins, that if I had to play with a guy, Hankins was that guy. I didn't have to play with Mozzie. And this is the unfortunate thing but I give them credit because they could have said, damn it, we're just gonna play Mozzie. The hell with it. We're gonna play him and we're gonna see what happens, and away we go. And I applaud Will and Mike and Jerry, Steven. I know that's a very unpopular thing to do nowadays, but they've brought in, they're not sitting there and just hoping for the best for their defense. Look at the number of guys they've tried to bring in here.
Yeah.
And wrote, and a lot of it might be because they feel like that, Mozzie Smith is just not good enough. And maybe, Todd Archer always says this. I love when Todd says this, the grown man strength. Grown man strength. That's what you've got now. You've added grown man strength to this room. And, we'll see what Mozzie and Rodgers and those guys and how they develop. But you've bought yourself the opportunity not to have to play Mozzie Smith all the time. You can pick and choose, get him to go, at certain levels. And if he's good enough, keep giving him more. But if he's not, then you kind of know where you're at.
Tell you what, man, if they're still hunting defensive tackles, I do think the concern level rises surrounding 58. Because I think Jordan Phillips is going to be your 3-tech guy to work with Osa right now, according to what he's saying. And you got your 1-tech in Linval. You got Osa. Another defensive tackle, Brian?
Yeah. I don't think they're done. Keep an eye. We got cut down day on Tuesday, and I left camp with the impression that they were still working on something else. And I don't want to get into it because again, I don't want to mess up any trade talks that they might have or any players they're looking at to give you a name, but they're still hunting.
Well, I applaud them for hunting.
Yeah.